Doom Metal. We're back with the continuing saga of the Dark Knight's Death Metal series, and we're talking about the tie-in issue Doom Metal Part 1 of Justice League, written by Joshua Williamson. This is like I said, this is a multi-part tie-in to with the Justice League involved, and this revolves around basically will impact the finale of the series. Once again, saying a tie-in is not supposed to be important, but clearly is saying it is. And this also reunites, even though it's a Justice League story, it's not a name. If anything, it's a Titan story because the story is set to essentially retcon New 52 again, where it will establish Cyborg as a Titan before he was a Leaguer. Hooray! We've been wondering why they kept doing that. I got the cover. I got the variant cover that is a homage to the first ever appearance of the Justice League, and we got Starfire, Cyborg, Hawkgirl, Nightwing, and Detective Chimp as this new proto Justice League. Now, Starfire, Cyborg, don't show up in this issue. In fact, there's another member that's joining up with this group. But I keep thinking, like, this should have been called a Titan story. Like, it would have made more sense considering the Titans are taking over. But at the same time, Justice League have been able to do entire storylines and even have an entire run that doesn't revolve around the Trinity. So, this is part one of a several part series of Doom Metal. Next week, the next issue comes out at the time of this video. But let's dig right into this. Justice League Doom Metal, issue 53. Enter the Metalverse. So we get narration from our good buddy Nightwing, who is Nightwing again. Hooray! Dick Grayson's back. There was a game I used to play with my father, whether he knew it or not. So yeah, we see Robin snuck up underneath the Batmobile. The goal was to sneak up on him, but sneaking up on Batman is impossible. After failing many times, I learned to watch and wait, study him and how he used the shadows. One day I used the shadows too. My patience had paid off, and I would finally surprise him. But I was the one who was surprised. It was the Justice League. So we get this image where we see John Jones, Barry Allen Flash, Aquaman, Arthur Curry, Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, and Green Lantern Hal Jordan, not Cyborg in the place of John Jones, I think. So clearly they retconned the history in order to establish that, yes, Cyborg is a Titan again. I froze. I knew Bruce teamed up with them, but I never seen them all together in person just like that in the Justice League headquarters. I would meet them all later, of course, but this first time, it was different. They were the greatest heroes in the world. Heroes who could do the impossible, but more than that, they were a team. In that moment, I realized something more important than sneaking around. One day, I'd be in the Justice League. But that was before. So we get the narration, and here's the thing. Yeah, Nightwing was a Justice Leaguer for a time when Batman was dead because comic books. And this was pre-New 52, but you know, we can't acknowledge that. And plus, Batman even gave compliment to Robin, to Dick Grayson Robin, say, hey, no, you're not going to be a part of the Justice League. You're going to lead them. So I was like, okay, that's the biggest compliment he's ever given people. So we cut to the Metalverse of Earth Prime. Whoa, Comet! As you get back, you toaster. And we see the Detective Chimp fighting off what looks to be Grundys and the Creepers. Yeah, Creep property. Yes, the Creeper world. Well, don't you know what this sword is capable of? Did last master meet a dirty hand? Slaughter Swamp belongs to us, chimp. We'll take you to our Lord and Savior, the darkest night. Watch him feed you to his goblins. And as the battle continues, Nightwing arrives, decked out in medieval era gear, with an edge of metal music. Leave my friend alone, creepers. Oh, look, that horse. What a fine machine. Comet was a gift from Wonder Woman. Forged in the fires of Themyscira, this is the fastest horse in any world. Chimp just says, "Go away, I don't need the Justice League." Nightwing just replies, "I'm not the Justice League." Even though we're Justice Leaguers, even though we're not the Justice League, we're clearly going to be in a tie-in series called the Justice League because reasons. Who are you then? He's Nightwing, you dart. Which one? That hurt, but not as much as this. And long and behold, Hawkwoman rides onto the scene, smashing everything in her sight. With the Grundy saying, "Born on a Tuesday! Eat them Grundys! Shiny wings, bring her!" And the creeper is immediately killed. Or at least taken down. Nope, it's taken down. "It's good to see you, Chimp," Hawkgirl says. "You two some kind of wing-themed tag team? Help! Something like that, Hawkgirl?" And the battle rages. "Let's finish this," Nightwing proclaims. And thus, Comet and Nightwing decide to kick more ass, and the creepers eventually decide to say, "Flee! What are you not doing in Slaughter Swamp? Looking for you. Then you wasted that whole rescue. We heard what happened to you, to your team. That when we were going, you kept fighting. That feels like 2 lifetimes ago. I'm done, kids. Show's over. The heroes are rising up against the Batman who laughs. Chimp, we were trapped on New Apocalypse inside the prison in the sun, but Wonder Woman and Batman freed Superman and the heroes there. See Dark Knight's Death Metal, issue number 3. We're on a mission to find Perpetua's throne. If we free the Legion of Doom from it, we'll drain her power. How did you two get tricked into that errand? We volunteered. You need to accept that this is the world we're living in. Forever. Yes, I did. Dear wrote that line as part of my fetish for the grim and gritty. We need all the help we can get in finding that throne, Detective Chimp. You've been out here in this world longer than us. You see things we don't. So if you want to go wander into the swamp up and give up, fine. Or you can help us solve the greatest missing persons case of our lives. What do you say? Fine, but you're driving. And when I finally got my memory back, the whole world goes crazy. Yeah, was this before or after Joker was supposedly killed? Yeah, like I said, this is clearly indicating that this takes place after Joker War, so Joker clearly lives, or is the retconning timeline forever altered? But, yeah. I don't know. So if Joker dies in the Joker War series, because that was rumored to be the original plan, and then the 5G initiative was canceled. So I'm like, so if we go with that route, then how the hell is Joker in Death Metal? Because we see him and he's clearly going to have a role later down the road. But yeah. Now it's like I'm still struggling to find out who I am compared to before, you know? But I want to get back to Nightwing. It's why I volunteered for the mission to free the Legion of Doom. Kid, I didn't want to hear your life story. I just asked why you were riding a robot horse. Hey, slow down. We're close. This is where you wanted us to go, Chim? The Hall of Justice? This is where it crashed after the Justice League lost. Out here in the wild, I could tell I wasn't alone. There was someone else exploring, starting our new nightmare, mapping it, and left a trail behind. My God. I heard what happened, but I didn't realize... Humanity chose Perpetua, Nightwing. They chose the site of doom. What Wonder Woman said on New Apocalypse? It was something we all needed to hear. It all counts. This could be our last fight, but it all matters. Today, we can reject our fate. We can reject death itself. And give this universe a second chance, but only if we... I get it. I'm sure it was beautiful. The voice of an angel. Rah, rah. Where's Martian Manhunter? Word around the mask was you two were an item? He was with us on New Apocalypse, but took off. I trust John to know what he's doing. Chimp said, you said there was someone else here with you. Do you know who? About that. If you're looking for the Legion of Doom, it appears we have a common goal, Nightwing. I have the answers you seek. Hawkgirl, it is good to see you again. Yeah, so long and behold, it's the robed Lex Luthor emerging from the shadows in his purple robes. What? Are you crazy? You brought us to Luthor! How dare you enter the Hall of Justice? As she swings her mace or a yellow mace trying to kill him. Uh, but Nightwing holds Hawkgirl back. Hawkgirl, hold on. This is all Luthor's fault. We're here because of him. Let her come, Nightwing. After my actions, I accept her vengeance, but it will come at a cost. Why didn't you tell us you were taking us to Luthor, chimp? Why would we ever trust him? Because I have walked the shadows off this world. He reveals his scarred, horrendous, mangled face for reasons I've never explained, since when we last saw him before Death Metal, he was just outright butt naked. And now I see that it was my own obsession with the totality that started us down this path of ruin. In my quest for power, I changed myself, merged with Martian Manhunter, became Apex Lex, all for her. Even after she imprisoned the Legion of Doom in her throne, I stood by her side, longing for the future I was promised. But Perpetua rejected me, chose the Batman who laughs. After I survived being cast down, I witnessed our world transformed. In my studies of the world remade in the Batman Who Laughs' image, I learned that Perpetua's throne was still powered by Sinestro, Cheetah, and Grodd, and that it was hidden on Earth, but moved frequently to avoid attack. It is currently in Brimstone Bay. If I am to undo the damage I've done, I must free them. We don't have time for him, and we now know where the throne is in Brimstone Bay. See you, Luthor. It doesn't matter where the Legion of Doom is imprisoned, Nightwing. You think you're the first to try to free them? Another hero ventured out to Perpetua's throne before you, and he was just as unprepared for what awaited him. And we see the silhouette that is most likely Martian Manhunter. You can feel it in your wings, can't you, Hawkgirl? The Omega Titans died when the Sourcewell fell. And it's revealed that the Omega Titans have been merged into a composited version of them. Perpetua resurrected her former jailer's remains from the dark multiverse and created her own Frankenstein monster, the Omega Knight. If you wish to destroy Perpetua's seat of power before it moves again, we must go now. I'm telling you, this all stinks. If John is there, we need to help him, but I'm not working with Luthor. You need me, can't you see? Your honored Justice League might think of themselves as gods, but they failed against the Batman Who Laughs. I guess it's a good thing we're not the Justice League. Yeah, there was also some narration regarding that, confirmed that yes, Martian Manhunter did go there. Even as the world ends, you are just as stubborn as your mentor. Go alone if you wish, but even if you get past the Omega Knight, there is another with powers we all know too well. The Batman Who Laughs sent one of his most terrifying Dark Knights to act as warden. The Mindhunter! Oh no! John Jones battles his Batman version self! So, yeah, that's the end of the issue. Yeah, it's a relatively short issue. There's not that much dialogue and just more fighting. But it was a pretty good issue and setting the stage for the returning Titans, even though this is a Justice League book. But I had fun with this. It's a fun tie-in read, and it's part of the Doom Metal event of the Dark Knight's Death Metal stuff. And I am curious if this is part of Luthor's active redemption, or if he's going to, after this, redeem himself, then go back to crime fighting. And I would like to know how he got inhumanly scarred that way. But we'll probably never learn that. We'll just assume, oh, it was during the attack and everyone went to hell. So, yeah. Looks like the Mindhunter is going to be the next big baddie for this Proto-League. And as Nightwing probably has to round up more allies to him, which is the former Titans, and specifically Starfire and Cyborg, it's going to be a wild ride, I bet. Especially when you got Josh J. Williamson, the guy who wrote a lot of the Flash stories, including what I consider to be his official epilogue. So, yeah, crazy stuff all around. Looking forward to the rest of Doom Metal as it continues to come out during this event. This was Your Reality Entertainment. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and donate. Stay tuned for more.